Are you ready?
Wait, do you have, is there an outline or do we just talk?
I have notes.
I have notes.
I'll talk about my notes a little bit, but we'll just see where the discussion takes us.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
It's like going on a roller coaster.
Yeah, well, look, we're going to the top, and we're going to get there, and then we're going to fall, and it's going to be so much fun. We're going to put our hands up in the air and say, yay, and we're going to have a good time.
Okay.
Just breathe. Breathe in. Go on.
Okay. Okay.
You good?
Oh my gosh.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, I have to show you something later.
Okay. Later? Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait, there's let me explain. There's we should start, but there's a special place on campus where if you speak, it's like the
echo wall.
Oh, you've been there?
I have been there, yes.
Okay. So everyone's
Sorry.
been there but Charlotte. Okay.
Have you been there?
Well, I went there recently, but apparently it's a thing that a lot of people go to, and I'd never gone, so.
Sorry, I should have pretended not to. I feel like I burst your bubble right there. I apologize.
It's okay. I forgive you.
Thank you. Welcome back to the Pulp Diction podcast. I'm your host, Dylan Gibson. Haven't done one of these in a long time, especially not with a guest. And we have a new guest on the pod today. Who am I here with?
I'm Charlotte Wilmore.
It's good to have you on, Charlotte. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Good. Excellent. And yeah, you asked me, I think you asked me if you wanted to do a podcast, right?
Yes.
And
well, I'd seen your stories, and I like watching movies. I'm not as well educated in movies as Dylan, but I like watching movies. And I was just like, would you ever want to have a special guest on your podcast?
I always love having special guests on my podcast. It's great. It's a good time. And I'm very happy to have you here, Charlotte.
Thank you.
And yeah, we are on a limited time frame, actually. So would you like to tell us about the movie we're discussing today?
Today we will be talking about Rope by Alfred Hitchcock, which came out in 1948, I believe.
Was it 48?
Yes, I think.
I think you're right, actually.
What do you think it is?
I was going to say 58, but I think it was 48.
It's 48.
It's 48? Okay.
It's 48.
And yeah, well, we were talking, we weren't sure what movie to do. I'd talked with you about some of your favorite movies, and this came up. I hadn't seen it before. And I mean, what makes it one of your favorite movies, would you say?
Well, the first time I watched it, it was sophomore year, and I was in film study. And I remember our teacher was talking about how it's very special, especially for its time, because Hitchcock tried to create the illusion of a single take.
Yes.
And obviously the cameras at the time didn't allow for shots that long, so there are cuts, but they're kind of blended in. So that was something very unique about this movie. And I just remember the first time I watched it, I was so engrossed in the plot, and I didn't expect to be because, I don't know.
It's old.
It's old, yeah. And it also only takes place in one setting the entire time. So I just assumed it was going to be boring. But after I finished it, I went home and I got my dad to watch it again with me because I just liked it so much.
And yeah, it's really good. I'm very glad I ended up watching it. Like you said, it has the sort of continuous take thing going on, which I feel like other people have tried to sort of do a similar thing in more recent years. But Hitchcock, I don't know if he was the first, but he was definitely one of the first.
Definitely.
And I mean, now it's still hard to do, obviously, but it's so much easier with like digital cameras and digital editing, all that stuff. He was lugging around this giant film camera. Every 10 minutes, you have to switch out the reel, and because it could only shoot 10 minutes of film. And it was just this monumental task. They were working tirelessly, I read. They'd spend a whole day rehearsing and the whole next day doing...
And if any of the actors screwed up, they'd have to reshoot the whole thing again.
They'd have to do the whole thing. And not just the actors, but like the stagehands, people moving walls and props and everything on stage. It was meticulous. Like, even if the camera operator like moved it wrong, they had to reshoot large sections just because he didn't like the way the lighting looked.
Mm-hmm. I do think my teacher mentioned that at some point.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. Hitchcock was, I think, very ahead of his time.
He outdid himself.
He really did. Have you seen any other movies of his?
I've seen Rear Window.
That's a good one.
I've seen The Birds. That's Hitchcock, right?
It is.
I know he did Psycho, but I haven't seen Psycho. But I know what it's about. So, yeah. I mean, everyone knows what Psycho is about.
Everyone knows Psycho. I like him. I haven't seen too much. I've actually seen the only movies of his I've seen are all the ones you just mentioned.
Really?
Yeah.
I loved Rear Window though.
It was awesome. Good. I'm a big fan of James Stewart. I think he did great in that. He does great in this movie too. He doesn't get introduced for like almost half an hour, and I love the way the camera it just pans over, and James Stewart's just there.
Yeah.
And you're holy crap, that's James Stewart.
But even before he's introduced, like Hitchcock does such a good job of making the audience know that he's important. There's this.
The character's talking about Rupert.
Exactly, where someone mentions Rupert and then you just see Philip's face drop and he goes, "You invited Rupert?"
Yeah.
And it's like, then everyone knows. The audience knows, okay, Rupert is trouble.
He's a big deal. Yeah, he's trouble. And, shoot, we should probably say what the movie's about,
Oh my gosh, yes, we should. Okay. Do you want to or do I?
Do you want to?
Okay. So it's about these two college students who murder one of their classmates in broad daylight and then invite all of their friends and the parents of the victim to a dinner party in their penthouse.
And a former teacher
of
theirs?
Yeah, it was like
housemaster?
Housemaster.
Yeah. Which is James Stewart.
Yeah.
I think it's like, Hogwarts houses.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's like
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were roommates.
And they were roommates. Should we divulge
we should dive into it, I think. There's a lot to dive into.
So, for those of you who don't know, the movie is strangely homoerotic.
It's very gay.
It's very gay. It's just okay. I don't remember where I read this, and it was a while ago, but it was kind of like a take that I thought was kind of wonky at the time, but like rewatching it, I can kind of see it. Basically, after they commit the murder, all of the dialogue is strangely reminiscent of like
post-coitus?
Yes.
Pillow talk.
Pillow talk.
I didn't think about that.
No, and they're like heaving. And then he's like, "Please don't turn on the lights." And then Brandon starts smoking a cigarette. And then he's like, "Let's just stay here for a moment." And I'm like,
that's a good... Interesting. That's a good catch. Yeah, there are all these like innuendos and stuff.
There are.
There's only one bedroom in the apartment that these two men are living in.
What?
I think. Was there only one? I don't know. We don't see a bedroom. They say something about a bedroom. And it's just the bedroom, not my bedroom or Philip's bedroom.
They never explicitly state it, but it is based on a play. And I think I read that they are
explicitly
in
gay
the
in the film. In the play.
But obviously for the time, they couldn't have done that.
Censorship was crazy back then. It's remarkable that this film even got away with as much as it did.
I know. The fact that no one really caught on to that.
Yeah.
Never raised any flags.
Yeah. And so I was watching a behind the scenes thing. When the screenwriter was going through the script and adapting a bunch of the dialogue, he had to remove... The play was British, right? And he had to remove all these sayings like "my dear boy." every instance of "dear boy" was crossed out, and it would just say "homosexual" out.
That's really funny. Even with that removed, like it's obvious who the dom is, who's the submissive one. I should say.
No, it's very obvious, and yet even with Brandon's the more confident one, even with him being the more confident one, like Philip, I think, is the physically stronger individual. Like with the champagne bottle that Brandon's struggling to open, he's all excited. The perfect murder. Only us, Philip. we could we would commit murder just to commit murder. That's why we're superior. Whatever. His insane
that's
ramblings.
Good.
Was it?
Yeah, you're
Am I like 40s gay man? But yeah, and the story about Philip choking out chickens and choking the chicken. Yeah, I don't know. It's just an interesting dynamic. Philip might be the most interesting character in the movie.
He's my favorite. Because obviously he feels guilty. I mean, Brandon is like a sociopath, but does his feeling guilty like give him redemption? Because I feel like that's also a question that's kind of okay. Well, on that note, there's actually something I noted about the ending scene.
Please,
like the last shot after they've been caught. Spoiler alert. By Rupert.
I love that ending shot.
I love the ending shot. Rupert sits down and puts his arm on the coffin, or it's really a chest where they hid the body, and he's kind of lowering himself to the same level, and it kind of calls back to all the talk about like superior and inferior beings, and then you see in the background Philip sits down on his piano bench, so they're all kind of on the same level, but Brandon remains standing.
Oh.
And so
he still thinks of himself as like sort of above the rest.
I think so. That's what I got from it.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like they all have these very clear, like distinct positions in the frame in that last shot. Philip's on the left. What's his face? Jimmy Stewart's on the middle. What was his character's name? Rupert. And Brandon's on the right. Brandon's standing up. He takes one last drink of champagne, sort of raises his glass and starts drinking. Rupert just sits, his back is to the camera, like he can't even bear to look at us anymore. He feels so guilty. Did I say Rupert? I don't know. Rupert's in the middle. And yeah, he's just sort of morose, I guess. And then on the left you have Philip. He's freaking out. He's like, I'm going to jail. It's over.
Yeah.
And then he starts playing, poor guy. And then he starts playing piano, just sort of, I don't know, coping. And it's an interesting just assessment of these three characters and their ending and how they deal with, what's about to come to them, I guess. I love the ending, by the way.
Just the sirens in the background and the flashing
lights of like the billboard outside.
Yeah.
Which this was Hitchcock's first film in color. And I think he used that very well. Like, I don't know. I think a lot of movies, like, they could be black and white. They could be in color. It doesn't really matter. But the way he played with the colors towards the end there with the greens and reds and whatever, it added a lot to the atmosphere.
Yeah. We can talk about, you mentioned the piano and how the music.
Which there's not music for most of the movie. And when it is, it's diegetic.
Yes. Oh, yes. I just learned that word in my documentary film reading.
Oh.
It is. And it's Philip playing it. And it's kind of like a representation of his anxiety, building anxiety.
Yeah, so it's brilliant. So it's because he's Rupert's like
questioning him. Yeah.
And as he has the metronome keeps going faster. He keeps playing the piano faster. He's
changing from like major to minor chords too. Yeah. And then like towards the end, it starts like unraveling into this really wonky tune, and he's like stops playing.
He's freaking out.
It's so good.
It's amazing. And yeah, see, major to minor. I'm not a music person. I wouldn't have caught that. There are. It's like, I don't remember the melody, but it's a repetitive one, and then suddenly it just like shifts to a minor chord. Yeah. It's such a good scene. And just the way this is edited, I think, it adds a lot to the suspense as well. Hitchcock was known as the master of suspense, and I think he very much shows that in this movie. I said in my letterboxd.com review, hit me a follow, that the movie's basically just him flexing his filmmaking muscles for about 80 minutes. Because we talked a little bit about the camera work and how impressive it is, especially for the time. And you have these hidden cuts that sort of continue the illusion of just an unbroken shot. And a lot of the time, sometimes it's more noticeable than others. Like they'll just pan and
to someone's back.
Going really close on someone's back. Yeah.
It's like a TikTok transition.
Yeah. But there was one like hard cut I noticed in my second watch, which is after Philip starts yelling like that's a lie about the chicken story. It cuts to James Stewart and he's, what's all this, Philip? I'm James Stewart. That's my James Stewart voice.
Thanks.
You're so welcome.
Thanks.
But yeah, it's just like it's a great way of showing like, I mean, it sort of releases some of that tension because the longer a shot goes on, the more tense it will sort of feel. But also it highlights like he knows something's up.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. You said Hitchcock was the master of suspense. I also think he's just the master of creating horror in just ordinary life. Like if you think, for example, the birds. What's scary about birds, right? But Hitchcock is going to find a way to make them scary. And then the only time in this movie where they're not in the apartment is the opening credits.
That's right.
And it just shows like a street, normal people strolling by, and it's broad daylight. And then that's when the scream happens. And it's just kind of like, I saw the purpose of that as just like showcasing that anything can happen anywhere.
I was going to say, like this can be in any city. This could very well have happened just like today in the city, in whatever town, just whatever country even. I mean, it was originally British. And yeah, there's just the ordinary people driven to murder.
Ordinary people who think they're extraordinary.
I like that.
And then a lot of the conversation too is quote unquote mundane. Yeah. But obviously it all serves a purpose. But for the characters, that's just their everyday conversation and everyday topics that they're talking about. And little do they know.
Little do they know. Yeah, they have. So Hitchcock had this technique or theory called the bomb under the table. I don't know if you know about this, where he said a good way to build suspense, you show a bomb under a table and then two characters standing over the table and talking about baseball, and the viewer will be like, don't talk about baseball, there's a bomb under the table. And I think this is a very effective use of that technique.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, from the beginning of the movie, you know, the bomb is the body that's hidden in the chest.
In the table.
The body in the table.
The body in the table.
And you have that sort of in the foreground the entire movie. You're like, are they gonna find out?
Yeah, that one part where it's just completely conversations happening off screen, and then the maid coming to get the stuff off the chest, and you're like,
so good.
Is she gonna lift it? Is she gonna lift it? And then finally Rupert comes over and she opens it a smidge, and then
he like slams it down.
Brandon comes down. Yeah.
Don't worry about the box there. No.
It gets worse every time.
I know.
You sound like an imp. And also about the shots, like there's so much irony created with like them talking, where is David? And then the camera just pans.
It's this great sense of like dramatic irony and like haunting the narrative sort of. And like David, he doesn't show up except for when he gets murdered, but I think the writer does a great job building his character anyway through others, I guess.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's interesting. I
agree. Like with the whole like mundane dialogue, like none of it is like, it all has a purpose, and a lot of it is also building David's character and then making us feel empathy for this character that we've never met or ever seen, or at least feel empathy for, I don't know, his girlfriend and his parents.
His girrend, his parents, his aunt.
Yeah.
Because his mom isn't there. It's
his mom isn't
the
there.
dad's sister-in-law, Mrs. Atwater, is it? I think. I don't know. She's kind of annoying.
The
astrology lady, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, she's just kind of saying stuff for the whole movie.
She is.
But it's silly. It's fun. And I think James Stewart is kind of like, he kind of takes digs at her a little bit. Something with something.
With that someone.
Yes. Well, what's her name? And Yeah, and that's what Brandon's talking about. These dull people. We're so much better than them. I don't even know. And I think someone said the dad, David's dad, is like the only good person in the movie.
I mean, if we're talking ethics, yes, definitely. I think Rupert comes to at the end.
Yeah, but it's too late, you know.
I mean, if we're talking to people, like I don't think the maid did anything wrong. I don't think.
No,
what's her name? What's that girl?
Mrs. Wilson, right?
The girlfriend?
No, the girl. I thought you said the maid.
No. But what's the girlfriend?
Oh shoot, what is her name?
What's her name?
She says chum a lot.
She does say chum a lot. Well, like, yeah, and that's the thing. Like, no one's perfect, but they're all just innocent people who have had a major part of their lives stripped away from them, and it's just really sad.
It is.
I always like. This is embarrassing, but I like get like sad at the end when Rupert's on his monologue, which is amazing. By the way,
it's such a good monologue.
When he's in the middle of his monologue, he says something like, "And that poor boy," something like, I don't remember, but I get sad, and I always.
You took his life, and your Zuzu's pedals.
Okay, I'm never gonna hear the monologue the same after that.
Yeah, it's James Stewart's character. Rupert is interesting. I guess originally the idea was he was also gay. And
Rupert, I mean, I see that. He's like the ultimate dom. Like, what's his name? Brandon submits to him too.
Yeah. And he was supposed to have had an affair with Brandon while he was at school, I believe.
That makes sense.
Yeah, which you can kind of see when you know that, but if they wanted to get that across better in the film, I feel like James Stewart wasn't necessarily the guy to cast because he just had such a nice Boy Scout persona. Like, I don't know if you've seen any of his other films, but...
Like, shoot, was he...
It's a Wonderful Life. Man Who Shot Liberty Valance.
No.
Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It's all good. Yeah, but I don't know. He's just a friendly guy.
He's in Rear Window, no?
What? Oh, yeah, he is in Rear Window. Which he is a little creepy in that, actually.
Yeah, but it's also like a lot of depiction of ordinary life. Like,
yeah.
And... the horrors that just occur.
The horrors that
horrors.
Normal,
horrors
ordinary
is not
men
the right. Horrors is not the right word. Let me think. I don't know. I want to do ASMR on this.
Wow.
Okay. Anyways,
nice. This is the best equipment we've had on the pod before.
I'm so honored.
Usually, we're just using my Blue Yeti that I got from Connor Smith, featured on. I don't know. He was on the Grinch episode.
Shout out Connor.
Oh yeah, shout out Connor.
Let's see what I wrote. I can't read my own handwriting sometimes.
I feel that. There are a lot of what?
I don't know.
There are a lot of themes I noticed of like light and dark. You mentioned the opening where Brandon wants to open the curtains and Philip's like, no, don't. I want to keep it dark. And it's kind of this continuing pattern. Like Brandon does kind of almost subconsciously want things to be in the light, out in the open.
Yeah.
Because he views murder as like,
it's
fun, it's art. And if no one sees the art, if the art's not in the spotlight, then nobody's going to appreciate his brilliance.
Oh my gosh. If we're going to talk about that, we have to talk about all the the fun little word play moments in it.
It's so funny because some of them are so devious.
It's so devious.
I can't think of any right now.
The first one is the one with the portrait where he's like, well, we have to show off our murder. It would be like hanging a painting creating a portrait and not hanging it up.
Yeah.
Painting a portrait and not hanging it up. And then Brandon was like, maybe that's like a poor choice of words because hang. And then there's more. Oh my gosh, when that girl is mad at Brandon because he kind of brought her ex to the dinner party when she's dating David, who is the guy who's the victim. And she goes to Brandon and she's like, I could just strangle you right now. Like, okay.
It's all these fun,
buddy.
I get a feeling David won't be showing up. You might have a better chance with her than you thought. That's so bad. I need to stop.
And then yeah, you do. And then using the rope to tie up the books that they were going to give to David's dad. They used the rope that they used to strangle David.
Like hubris that Brandon has. They definitely could have gotten away with it, but he has to do more and more. Yeah. Let's do a murder. Okay, let's do a murder and then invite the family and friends of the guy we murdered.
Serve food on his coffin.
Yeah, and then let's serve it on his coffin. And also let's invite our detective old professor guy who might have molested me or groomed me. Not molested, groomed.
That escalated. Who might appreciate our art?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, he just was living for the thrill of it, I suppose. But also, I think he found some gratification in that.
Yeah.
Brandon's a little perv.
He is. He's a freak. He has such a creepy smile at times. It's disconcerting.
It was so well cast.
Definitely.
I think. He was so well cast.
He did a great job.
Oh, I found another one I wrote down. When they were putting the candelabras on the chest, they called it a ceremonial altar.
That's right.
A sacrificial feast. Mm-hmm. And wow.
All these allusions to death and whatnot. You've always frightened me. Part of your charm, I suppose. How did they're trying to cut everything gay.
And it's just their two faces staring longingly into each other.
How did that line get through?
Also, let's note that Philip asked permission to. He was like, "Can I drink champagne?" And it's why are you asking permission? You're your own person, Philip.
Honestly, and he almost realizes that by the end when he has his little crash out.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! In when he had his crash. Wait, you go.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. It's interesting to me. There's not much action in this movie. There's one action sort of sequence to speak of, and it's at the very end, and it's a brief, clumsy struggle between Philip and Rupert over a gun.
It's silent. It's just you just see the hands,
but it's so intense. It feels so good.
I was going to mention when you were talking about Philip's crash out, he says something. He says, cat and mouse, cat and mouse. But who is the cat and who is the mouse? And just throughout the entire movie, you never know who has the upper hand, because the second you think, oh, well, Brandon clearly is in control of the situation, no one knows. And then Rupert says something that makes you think he might be catching on.
Does he know?
He doesn't. Yeah. And then it's who really has the upper hand here? What is the dynamic between Rupert and Brandon is so interesting.
It's fascinating to me. Yeah. And just, this constant sort of back and forth. Oh, what's going on, Brandon? I seem to be the only one having a good time. Sorry. I love the moment he has before he leaves the first time. He takes the wrong hat. And
oh, yes.
It's so good.
Oh, yes.
And he looks down and the initials DK, this tiny little slip up. It's so real. Yeah. It's so, and his reaction too, it's so sort of subtle.
That's so good.
And you can kind of feel he's uh-oh. But also he's not that surprised because he's almost figured it out by this point. And
then, even then, in that moment, we know that he knows. But it's just what is he going to do? How is he going to approach this? And then he leaves and it's okay, well, he just left. So what's happening now?
And it's really hard to hear it unless you're really listening closely, but you can hear him down the stairs. Can I help you with those books?
Yes. Yeah. I was going to mention that. And it's
and then he comes back and he has the rope later. And he has the rope! Brandon, he has the rope! And just, it's a...
You need to stop.
Sorry.
It's good. No,
I'm not.
No. That one is good. That one is good.
I said something about, there was a bedtime story Brandon liked about a girl that got trapped in a chest and...
Oh, yes. On her wedding day.
Yeah, on her wedding day.
Yes.
It was playing, I don't know, it was this dark, macabre story. The girl gets trapped and dies in the chest, and it's definitely an inspiration to the killers, perhaps.
Yeah. Did you know that this is based on a true story?
I did read something about that.
Yeah.
It was these two
College students.
Killed,
like a 14-year-old.
Yeah. These gay lovers killed a 14-year-old just for the thrill of it, to see what it felt like to kill someone.
They thought they were
better.
They thought they were better. That they were above the laws of morality.
Which is an interesting conversation they have in the film. Like,
it is very interesting.
This philosophy related to Nietzsche's Superman, right? That like the laws of ordinary men, like murder is illegal, shouldn't apply to the superior,
intellectually superior, who are above that, and that because they are so superior, it entitles them to treat the inferior however they choose. So,
yeah, and of course, like James Stewart is like very much of that belief for a while, but obviously at the end his world's turned upside down. He doesn't know what to think anymore.
Well, that's one thing I never understood.
Yeah.
Like, does he truly believe that?
Yeah.
Because obviously Brandon does, and he acts like he does, but then at the same time, in the end, he's like, you've taken my words and twisted them into something that they were never meant to be.
Because I think he took his words and did exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah.
And I think that it's such a good speech, but I think it's just him sort of coping with what's happened, like trying to divert responsibility away from himself, because he feels guilty.
Yeah,
and to a degree, it is his fault.
Yeah.
Like, he put this idea into their heads.
He did, but like he said, he said something like, there was something wrong with you since the day you were born, or something that allowed you to do this, but and
something in me that
allowed me to.
Yeah. And
I mean, some people just
some people are just capable of murder, and some people are not. I like to think I'm not.
Yeah.
So far, so good.
So far, so good. Okay. Yeah. I'm happy that someone else watched this movie. I feel like no one I know has seen it. Yeah. And it's so underrated. Like, I feel like when people talk about Hitchcock, they never talk about.
Nobody knows about this movie, and it very much goes under the radar because he also has what people always talk about, Psycho.
Yeah.
What else? North by Northwest, I guess.
Psycho, that's another great one. That's horror in the ordinary. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I'm coining that. Okay, horror is not the right word, but like I haven't seen Psycho, but the whole first half, I believe, just follows this random girl.
Yes.
In her life.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, she steals like a bunch of money, and it follows her.
Well, that's still her life.
Yeah,
she's
just a girl.
Life.
She's just.
And then the murder happens, and the tables turn.
It does.
But it's not like, it's never about that.
It's like you said, the horrors that can be found in the ordinary world. Yeah. And Hitchcock was almost a pioneer of that, because I feel like it became big in horror like later on with Carpenter's Halloween. I think that was big.
Never seen it.
You haven't seen Halloween?
I haven't been a big horror gal up until recently.
Oh, man. I mean, October, I'm going to have to like introduce you to some stuff. I love horror movies. So
really? Okay, because I've been too scared. Like, I used to be scared of roller coasters. I used to be scared of all types of things.
I was too.
But I'm growing accustomed. I watched The Shining, and that turned things
so
for
good.
me.
I love The Shining.
Yeah. And I've been reading vampire books. Just read Dracula.
Nice. How was that?
I loved it. Wait. This isn't about Dracula, but I'm just going to say it anyways.
By all means.
It's so interesting because I didn't really know anything about it, but the whole book is written through journal entries. And even though it was written in I think it was written in the 19th century, it reads very modern in certain areas. Like, obviously there's some like sexism or whatever, but it's so enthralling. Like, I really, really loved it. And as far as classics go, I think that's one of the best if you're trying to get into it.
I'll have to get my hands on it. It does sound so good.
And it's almost October, so you have to.
True.
You have to read it. Do you like Nosferatu?
I haven't seen it.
Wait, are you serious right now?
I'm so serious.
Wait,
are you
you
talking
dead
about the new
serious?
one or the original? I haven't seen
Either.
either.
I watched the original and then I watched a new one and I love the new one and people were like, I don't understand the plot. I was like, okay.
I knew
Media literacy at all times.
I had a friend who went to see Nosferatu on a first date.
Oh, that's
It actually worked out
nice.
pretty well for them.
really.
I was shocked.
Well, the
'Cause
original's not that freaky, to be clear.
It was not the original.
But you should watch it. It's really good.
I know I should.
You should watch it and then read Dracula.
Watch it and then read Dracula? Okay.
Well, actually, it doesn't matter. I
Yeah.
mean, you should probably read Dracula first. I don't know what I'm saying.
I've seen the original like 30s Universal Dracula with Bela Lugosi.
I've never seen a Dracula movie other than Nosferatu. Okay, wait, we're getting off
we
topic.
are. We have like 20 minutes until they kick us out probably.
Oh my gosh, we've successfully talked for 36 minutes. I didn't think I would make it this
How do
far.
you feel? Are you
I feel
proud?
good. I am proud. I thought that I
doing-
would run out of things to say
You're
in 2
doing
minutes.
great. I will say.
Really?
You are 100%. Like you you started off, you were like scared, and now you're not. I don't know if maybe you are, but you don't sound scared anymore.
No, I feel better.
Excellent. I'm glad. I'm very glad.
Speaking of horror movies, did you watch Weapons?
I did.
Wait, how'd you feel?
I really liked it.
You did?
I was a big fan.
Have you seen Together?
I did not. No, I kind of wanted to, but I didn't see it.
I watched Together and Weapons in like the span of a week. Okay. My theater teacher loves horror movies. And so he's been getting me on the horror grind. But
Nice.
like he really loved Weapons. He said it was a perfect horror movie.
Really?
I thought it was fine. And I know that's an unpopular opinion.
No, I feel like that's fair. I have a buddy, like big film bro, makes me look normal. Declan from the Mulholland Drive episode, actually.
Shout out Declan.
Shout out Declan. He said he went to go see it a second time and it wasn't as good.
Weapons?
Yeah.
I just like, okay, maybe maybe I'm a sucker for happy endings. But like, what do you
was
mean they're
kind of a
still
bummer.
feeding? Yeah, what do you mean they're still feeding the parents soup? I
Yeah.
want the parents to be back with their child and for them to be happy. Like that made me upset. Also,
Yeah,
like,
I feel that.
I don't like that wonky ass lady. Like they never they never explained any of that.
I like them not explaining it though. It kind of makes it like
I don't like that. I want to know why. Like, why does she have magical abilities and she's also the sister of this like normal person? Like,
Well,
Is
I
she
don't think
just a
she was
witch?
actually the sister. I think
what?
she was like posing as the sister. Was it Aunt Gladys?
Oh, Gladys.
And yeah, I
you
don't
think
know.
that the mom just didn't recognize her own sister?
I think she showed up. She's like, "You're not my sister," and she's like, and does whatever, witchy, whatever. I don't know.
I see.
Maybe she is the sister. I have no idea.
Well, that's a problem. Like, we have no idea, and I wanted to have an idea. Okay, sorry, we're getting off topic.
It's all good. Oh, here's another one of those. Already, all except this is James Stewart. All except one guest that you need to get rid of. And I don't think
Oh my gosh, yeah.
that wasn't just Rupert talking about himself, was it?
Yeah. No, it was not. The script is so good.
It's awesome.
And, I was reading like these reviews that when it came out, like people didn't like it because they said there wasn't enough action and that Hitchcock like didn't succeed in like making an interesting film and also that the dialogue was like stale. But I think
The dialogue was great. I think
it's so
it's one of the. I mean, the dialogue has to be great because that's
Exactly.
what
That's
this
the
movie
entire
has.
thing.
The dialogue is the action, and yeah, like these fights are fought with words, sort of deal.
Oh my gosh, another one. Is it someone's birthday? No, it's the opposite.
Quite the opposite, actually. Like you can't just say that.
He really gave himself away.
He did. He was itching for someone to find out.
It's his kink. I'm literally telling you, Brandon's kinky
It's
as hell.
gotta be. No, he was getting some form of pleasure out of it, I'm sure.
Oh, he definitely was. He was freaking shuddering and like trembling the entire movie. I was like, damn.
Yeah, freak. Here's something Philip said I liked. He said, "At least if I have a hangover, it'll be all
Oh my
mine."
gosh, I wrote that down too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's such a good line.
And it's interesting. We might have said something earlier, maybe we didn't, about like Brandon almost has like an ownership of him, controlling everything he does.
Yeah.
And so he's sort of trying to
rebel
and gain control of himself any way he can, even if it's something as small as getting himself drunk.
Yeah. Oh, poor guy.
Poor Philip.
Poor Philip.
Oh, you know what I thought was interesting that I found out? So the writer said that Hitchcock had told him originally we weren't going to see the murder. And the suspense of the movie was going to come from, well, is there a body in that chest or is there not? But Hitchcock did show the murder. And instead the suspense became, are they going to find out about the body in the chest? And I think that's very different. And I'm curious about how it would have turned out. I don't know. I don't actually know which way would have been better.
Well, now I'm curious. If the question was, is there a body in that chest? Then would we still have the same, the audience would automatically assume yes, right? Or else the rest of the film wouldn't work. So then, is it that different?
I don't know. Maybe not.
Because if we assume there wasn't, then none of the other stuff would hold
matter.
the same weight.
Yeah, true.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
But that is interesting.
Yeah, food for thought.
Were they going to do the scream and stuff?
I don't know. Maybe. I'm not. I should look more into that. Mm-hmm. But I don't know. The host isn't doing his research.
No, you've done plenty.
I like the part where Rupert describes how he would kill David.
Oh my gosh, and the camera. Wait,
yes.
I also wrote that down, but again, my handwriting's hard to read. And the camera pans over to each of the spots he's talking about, and it's we can see it happening. It's such good
filmmaking. Yeah.
We can see it happening, and that probably is what happened.
He's probably describing exactly how it happened.
Up to the point where he's where are you going to hide the body?
And then he's looking at the chest. He's thinking about the chest. You're thinking about the chest.
But he knows.
And then he's and he knows there's a gun in Brandon's pocket.
He knows there's a gun, so he can't say.
And he's like, well, I'd probably carry him out to the car. And
he doesn't sound that senile.
You get the idea.
I get the idea. But yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. It's very I love film as just a visual medium, and that scene is very much taking advantage of that, and just the kind of storytelling that this medium can provide. So
I'm glad they didn't show the murder. I mean, they did show the murder, but
I'm
glad
too.
they didn't walk us up to it.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That was.
And it's interesting how there's no build up to the murder either. Mm-hmm. It's just the very first thing that happens in the movie, and it's not the end of something so much as, it literally is the beginning, and just all the aftermath and these. I watched the trailer for the movie afterwards.
Really? Mm-hmm. What's the trailer?
So they actually filmed a scene for it that wasn't in the movie. It was David talking to his girlfriend on a park bench, and
hello,
before the party, and then he leaves, and James Stewart comes in narrating. He said, "That's the last time you ever saw her alive. In fact, that's the last time anyone will see him alive." And then going through his parents and everyone, his death effects, and it was an interesting trailer, but also it shows.
That's so interesting.
It shows part of the ending that was it shows the cat and mouse line, and I'm I feel they shouldn't show that in the trailer.
I feel they shouldn't have shown another scene in the trailer. I know trailers do that, but I feel the appeal or the uniqueness of the film is the fact that it's I don't know if this is only in TV shows, but a bottle film. You a bottle episode.
A bottle episode, film. Yeah.
What is? There's got to be.
There's got to be a word.
A single
I don't
location.
know.
Yeah, yeah.
What other?
So I feel what do you mean he's on a park bench? I don't want to see him.
Yeah. I get that.
But that is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. I do have you seen any other single location films, do you think?
I probably have, but I can't remember I've seen Old. That's kind of single
Old?
location.
Kind of. I hated
Ish.
that movie.
It was just bad. I don't think anyone liked it.
Reservoir Dogs is really good.
Oh, I love Reservoir Dogs.
Oh my gosh.
I forgot about that. Oh, I love Reservoir Dogs. It's the only Tarantino film I've seen.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I have dressed up as Mia Wallace because I had short hair and bangs. And what else was I going to do? And I'm wearing my Kill Bill shoes.
Oh, nice.
But I've only seen Reservoir Dogs.
Oh,
My
man.
dad owns like Pulp Fiction, but it's in VHS, so I can't even watch it.
Oh, man.
But it's fine. I don't even care. I know. I need to watch it.
They're so good. He's such a good director.
He loves to say the N-word and talk about feet.
He does. Those are two of his favorite things, probably. Who am I going to write in as this man who sucks on toes? I guess I'll do it.
Like if you insist, guys, like okay, fine, I'll do it.
But Rope.
Why? Okay, here. I have a question for
Please.
you. Why do you think the movie's called Rope? And don't just say because they use it.
Because that's a good question. I mean, okay, you have the rope. That was the murder weapon, obviously. And the play, it wasn't called Rope, but Rope was part of the title. But also, I guess, I don't know, there might be something to said about like being on a rope, like tied to something on a string. They're at the end of their rope. I don't know. That's a good question. What do you think?
I don't know. I just wanted to ask. I mean, I don't know. I had ideas and then I forgot them.
It's all, don't worry about it. You're good. I definitely had questions too, but I forgot.
Yeah, you're allowed to ask me a bullshit question since I asked you one.
No, I mean, I'll let you know if a bullshit question comes to mind.
Okay.
My roommate was there when I was for like parts when I was watching this. He said it reminded him of The Telltale Heart.
Oh, that's a good comparison.
That's what I said.
That's a really good.
That's
comparison.
a really good comparison.
Who's your roommate?
His name's Kirby. Is that funny?
I don't know. Like, why is that his name? You can have a normal name. Okay. Kirby is so wise. I love The Telltale Heart. I was tutoring English in Taiwan this summer, and one of the kids, like, his mom is... Okay, lore drop. His mom's a famous dermatologist in Taiwan, and she wanted me to teach his son, like, SAT reading, and... He was really hard to work with, like most 15-year-old boys. But I taught him Telltale Heart, and honestly, it's a really good comparison.
It is.
Philip is obviously the more
guilty feeling party.
Yeah.
Yeah, but also as guilty as Philip acts, and as like much as he's freaking out the entire movie, Brandon is the one that gives them away. Like we talked about earlier, like he sets up all the signs.
Okay, Philip gives them away a little bit.
But like Brandon's the one that set up the dinner, invited Rupert, all this, put the rope around the books.
Yeah,
it was
true.
like, yeah.
But if we're talking about Telltale Heart protagonists, I think that Brandon and Philip are like two sides of the protagonist. Like if you think about it, the protagonist. It's not all Philip. Like Philip is still sane,
yeah,
right? But like Brandon's that like crazy side,
yeah.
And Philip's that moral side. Mm-hmm. I don't know. That's
and maybe even like paranoid, like
paranoid.
He's gonna find out. He's gonna find it's beating.
Yeah.
They do a really great job, like showing the progression of time through the movie. ASMR. Yeah. Like you see the outside of the window and these like matte paintings, they switch them out to ones like it's the sun setting and now it's dark and all that stuff. It's really cool. And I love the way the outside of the apartment looks. Just like this cityscape backdrop that looks pretty real, but also like not quite. It's like a facsimile of reality.
Yeah,
Like
but the
you have
clouds don't
clouds, but
move.
they're not moving.
Yeah.
And I almost wonder, like, is that like supposed to be like the effect, like the world not being quite real, or is that just because it's a product of its time?
I think it's the latter. But you know what I read about in my documentary film reading? They said, don't think about what the author intends. Think about what the film is
True.
intending.
Yeah.
So your interpretation is valid.
Could be. I don't know. This is random. Brandon almost reminded me of Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Oh, great comparison.
Because like he's
so smug.
He's smug. He's on the upper echelon of society.
Yes.
And he feels the need to differentiate himself from his peers.
Yeah.
And how's he do that? Murder.
Yes. That's most murderers though. But yeah, I agree. And okay, this is probably like a little morbid to bring up. But don't laugh. Do you know the
You can't say don't laugh.
Okay, but I'm going to talk about something serious. Okay, do you know IRL? Do you know what's his name? The guy that murdered the college students. Do you know what I'm talking about? You're not following this case?
This is current?
This was from like 2016 or something. This guy like snuck into a college off-campus house and killed like 4 kids.
Oh my gosh.
And his trial was this year. And it was like all over like the internet because basically this guy just thought he was like above everyone, right? He like
Right.
it was the same thing where he's smug. He thought he was intellectually superior in that he was entitled to just do what he wanted and murder these girls. And in one of the sisters of the victims, she like had a statement, and it was so good because her entire statement was like, it wasn't like she knew how to bring someone like him down, someone so narcissistic and sociopathic, and she was just like, you're so average. Like you're so pathetically average. And yeah.
Good for her.
Anyways, but it's the same idea of like this upper class.
Like thinks he's better than everyone.
Yeah, thinks he's better than everyone.
Us common folk.
Also, Patrick Bateman has homosexual tendencies, I believe.
Very much so.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That was the first movie we did a podcast on here. I should do another one of these days. I feel like I don't know, I'd have new insights.
About American Psycho?
About American Psycho.
I also, when I was trying to get into horror movies, I watched that one. It's not really horror, though.
Yeah, it's like horror adjacent.
It's horror adjacent. I really liked it.
It's so good.
What is going on at the ending of that movie?
So the author of the book doesn't like the movie, the ending of the movie, because he thinks it makes it too ambiguous whether he actually committed the murders or not.
Yeah.
Because his intention was, yes, he did do that, but it doesn't matter because he's so privileged. He's so privileged that like he can just get away with it, and he's like nobody recognizes him. He's the same as all these other rich like assholes. So like if he did commit it, if he didn't commit it, it just doesn't matter. He has no significance in the bigger picture of society. Yeah. I guess. It's been a while.
But then in the movie, it was like, did he commit them?
Did he? Well, but it doesn't matter.
Is he?
Or is he crazy?
Matter.
It's just a crazy, goofy guy, I guess.
Yeah. What time is it?
It's 49. So, and I've gone over most of my notes, I think.
I will read over mine. We'll see.
Please.
Okay. Wait, okay, we'll do some ASMR.
Oh, I thought it was interesting that Brandon thought Hitler was wrong for being stupid and not for being Hitler.
He's like, if I was Hitler, I would have gotten away with it.
Yeah. And I don't know, that's very telling of just the kind of person he is.
Oh my gosh. Wait, there was like a line that reminded me of something in the Superman movie.
Oh,
where
really?
They were like, oh, shoot.
Was it in the monologue?
I wrote it down. No. Okay. Being weak is a mistake because it's being human. And then, wait, okay, so Brandon's like, being weak is a mistake. Philip's like, because it's being human. And then Brandon says, because it's being ordinary. And I thought I liked that line, but it also just reminded me of what's Superman's like one line.
That's where you've always been wrong about me, Lex.
Yes. You have it memorized. That's crazy.
I've seen the movie 3 times.
You're cracked. And I also like remember coming across this like behind the scenes where David Cornsett was asking like, yeah, but why?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's like because he's Cornsett wasn't sure because it felt like he was trying to convince himself more than he was trying to convince Lex. And James Gunn's like, well, you're having these feelings and like that's okay. You've learned that you feel that. Okay, we'll wrap up. Thank you. Where was I? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. James Gunn, it's such a good clip of just him directing Cornsett.
Do you act?
I have acted in the past. Maybe I will. I'm told I'm good.
Maybe you will what?
Maybe I will do more acting in the future.
You should.
You think so?
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
You should do Rocky Horror. Wouldn't he be such a good Brad? Drop your opinions down below if you made it this far.
Damn it, Janet.
You should do it.
You think so?
I do think you should.
That's a lot. That's a lot. That's dressing up in drag and going in front of people. He
barely does. He's like the most normal person there.
Well, yeah, but
he's the most normal one. Okay,
true.
What do you mean? Well, actually, you've seen it. I forgot.
I have twice.
So I think you should do it, or you should audition for Julius Caesar if you're into Shakespeare.
Julius Caesar.
Yeah,
that would be interesting.
I don't know if I will.
Who do you think I would be in Julius Caesar?
I read this in freshman year. I don't remember it that well. Not Julius Caesar. Not Cassius. I love Mark Caesar. Antony. He's my icon. You could be Brutus, I suppose. But I don't know. Maybe you could be Mark. Maybe. Okay,
we got to wrap this up. We're getting kicked out. Thank you so much. I mean, any final thoughts on Rope?
You should all watch it.
Everyone should watch it, please.
Yeah.
It's so good.
It's only like an hour 20.
Yeah, like almost sharp. Almost an hour 20 sharp. It's great. Ending is magnificent. And thank you for watching and or listening to the pod. Thank you, Charlotte, for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Really appreciate it. This was fun. And like and subscribe if you're on YouTube.
And comment down below.
Comment down below.
Whether he would be a good Brad in Rocky Horror.
Whether I would be a good Brad. And follow on Spotify. Follow on Apple Podcasts. Follow on Instagram. Follow my letterbox.com.
That's enough.
That's enough. Okay.
Okay. I'm just kidding. Woo, we're almost at 1 hour.
Almost an hour.
Wait. We can hold on.
You're going to make us go on.
I want to end it exactly at the hour.
Okay.
I'll feel accomplished.
All right. What are we going to spend the next 40 seconds talking about then?
Horror movie recommendations.
Horror movie. Oh shoot. Okay. The thing.
Wait, what is it? What is that line in Rope? He's like, you stutter when you're excited.
Yeah, you always did stutter when you were excited. The Thing, Alien, Halloween, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives. That's the only good one. Evil Dead 2, Army of Darkness. Horror movies. Get Out, Us.
Oh yes, I need to see those. Jordan Peele. Haven't seen any.
Oh, they're so good.
Did you watch Sinners? I liked it.
I did.
1 hour.